Thank you, Bob. But Don and I are honorable as well, by the way. Apparently you need the title, but anyway, thank you. Thanks everybody for being here. I've got some remarks and want to turn it over to the rest of these gentlemen, but I look out in front of me here today, and there's just some people that I can't help but talk about, because we would not be here without a number of people in the audience, but a couple of them are sitting right in front of me here. Former Mayor Sly James and former Mayor Kay Barnes. And we have a city that has a lot of momentum. We're going to talk about something today that I think will help us continue that momentum. But I would just talk for a minute about Mayor Barnes. She, first of all, has been very encouraging to me, and so has Sly. But Kay has written me several kind of handwritten letters. These aren't emails. This is snail mail. This is old school, but very encouraging to me, telling me to do things like think big, and if you think big, think bigger. And I think that comes from experience. It reminds me of the Harry Truman quote, make no little plans, right? And she was very encouraging to me. And if you think about, I'm looking behind me downtown, and what she did to transform downtown, we would not be here having this conversation today had she not had the courage to lead that process. So Kay, thank you. Thank you for that. And she reminded me that she had a vision. I think you called it River, what'd you call it? River Crown Plaza, right? And so, you got the river, you got downtown, we got the crossroads. We're here in the heart of it at Crown Center. You got Midtown and you got the plaza. I can go to Brookside and Waldo, where my neighborhood is, but I think this corridor, there's lots of places important in this town, including, Leawood and North Kansas City and Clay County. But this is the core of it, and we're standing right in the middle of it. And what we want to talk about today, from our perspective, is to make it stronger. So, Kay, thank you for your leadership. Thank you for making this possible today. And I would say the same about Sly James. The airport that we have today is pretty damned important, right? And I'm looking right behind you at Kathy Nelson. There's no World Cup either. If we don't, and you think about this city fights above its weight class all the time, philanthropically and business and entrepreneurship. But you think about the audacity to think that you could have the World Cup as one of the smallest markets. We are the smallest markets so anyway, there's lots of people in this room. If I went around and looked at everybody, we'd be here all day. But I wanted to spend a minute about our two former mayors, and thank you again. Today is a day that by any definition is one that is worth the wait. It's been said that patience is the calm acceptance that things can happen in a different order than what you had in mind. It'd be real easy for me today to say this is how we drew it up. But they're never how you draw it up, right? There's lots of ways to say it. There's no straight line between point A and point B. But as I stand out here and look at all of you, there's many others that have played an important role in this journey. And talking about the inspiring view behind me again, patience has given us an outcome that we could never have imagined. There's no script for what we're sharing with you today, no playbook, no blueprint, no roadmap. Today is a narrative of community, of trust, of courage and vision, and of passion for doing something special for the city we love. So, as we share the attributes of a deal that will change our city and our core for generations, allow me to share some things that I want you to know at the start. First, the Kansas City Royals are staying in the state of Missouri. Congratulations, Governor. Congratulations, Governor, but also thank you. And we're staying in the city of Kansas City, Missouri. Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Mario. Thank you, City Council. And thank you, Parks Board. Second, we're bringing baseball downtown. We're bringing a second crown downtown, by the way. We will build a project that will be the largest public-private partnership in Kansas City history, with a total investment that will exceed $3 billion just in phase one. Third, we're announcing the specific selection of a site for the Royals' new home, and it will be right here in Crown Center. I'm going to let Don tell you exactly where later, but it will be right here in Crown Center, with the plan of bringing Washington Square Park into our expanded mixed-use ballpark district. Fourth, we're announcing the formation of an innovative, historic partnership with Don Hall and the Hallmark organization that merges a value system and a vision for something very special for our city. Together, we will rethink, reimagine, redefine, and redevelop Crown Center in an 85-acre plus setting here that will instantly become the largest sports anchored downtown development of its kind. And as Don has said, it will advance the purpose of the Crown Center neighborhood, a place where people gather, connect, celebrate milestones, and create lifelong memories. And fifth, thanks to our public-private partnership with the state of Missouri and the city of Kansas City, we will build a $1.9 billion ballpark that will combine with a mixed-use development for a total of $3 billion plus investment in the heart of our city in phase one, with 2/3 of that investment coming from the Royals and private partners and 1/3 from our public partners. We're very excited to partner with Don Hall and the Hallmark organization. Don and I have worked together on issues important to this city for decades. His family's civic and philanthropic leadership is legendary. Kansas City is fortunate to have families like the Halls committed to our long-term success and sustainability. They have been giving back to this city for many decades in education, the arts, healthcare, social services, and they've done it throughout the region. Don, thank you. Your leadership is incredible. One of the most generous and prominent families in the history of our city. I'm also honored to partner with Don himself, who is the embodiment of integrity and selfless humility. Now, I'm told that came from Adele, but I don't know that for sure. This town, we talked about punching above our weight class, but we have many great role models in this town. And I think of Joyce Hall, I think of Ewing Kauffman, I think of people like Henry Block, and I hesitate to start naming any of them because there are so many, but and the ones that I've gotten to know, they didn't start a business. I mean, the entrepreneurial story of your grandfather, and I'll let Don tell it, but it's really incredible. And same with Mr. Kauffman, but they didn't start these businesses to make money, a bunch of money. They started the businesses to take care of their family, right, and pay some bills. And their success exceeded their wildest dreams, and then they all gave massively back to this community. And so I think it's something very special about Kansas City, and I'm proud again to partner with your family and others in this room. Ewing Kauffman, I saw Esther George. I spent 10 years on the board of the Kauffman Foundation. She actually succeeded me as chair, so I spent a lot of time with Henry Block, not so much Mr. Kauffman, but I certainly studied his life and his legacy. We take his legacy, what he did for the Royals, very, very seriously. This is a partnership between two treasured Kansas City institutions, Hallmark Cards and the Kansas City Royals. We are committed to creating a vision which honors our history, the rich past of both our organizations, while reinvigorating and reimagining what our future can be together. And together, we look forward to breaking ground right here somewhere in 2027. We have a shared vision for lifting up our community in a dynamic, energized urban setting that will elevate our city, not just 81 days a year, but 365 days a year. When we acquired the Royals in 2019, and we did not predict a global pandemic, by the way, in our business plan, but when we acquired the Royals in 2019, we knew that an early priority would be to stabilize our future in Kansas City, to fulfill Ewing Kauffman's promise that the Royals would be Kansas City's forever. After Charlie Finley moved the A's to Oakland after the 1967 season, Major League Baseball teamed up with Mr. Kauffman to bring baseball back to Kansas City, only missing one season. But that was just the beginning. What he did to keep the team here, and the Hall family and the community found it was a unique structure. He actually donated the team to the community because he couldn't find a local buyer. What he did to keep us here was extraordinary. We all owe him a debt of gratitude for that. I take that responsibility to him very seriously. There are many great ballpark neighborhoods in Major League Baseball. Recently, the Battery has become the gold standard, and for good reason. But this is a bigger project with more land in downtown and in the heart of the city. We're bringing a modern, state-of-the-art ballpark experience to our fans, closer to public transportation, like the streetcar, and where more people work and live, which will lower the barrier of accessibility for our fans. There are so many people to thank. I think, and I'll thank you both again, Governor Kehoe and Mayor Lucas. Again, thanks for your commitment to this, and we would not be here without you. Mario, appreciate your focus on this, your attention to detail, really doing, kind of the tough work that it takes to make sure that you can model up and justify a project like this. So thank you for your focus on that on our behalf. I want to thank the City Council. I want to thank you for your support, for your work, and also let you know that if we want to communicate, if there's anything we can do to be more effective in helping you do your jobs, we want to be the conduit for you as you represent the folks in your districts. Brooks Sherman, where's Brooks? I really can't say enough. Look, Brooks he has carried the water for this. These are very, very complicated processes. And, this has been, and he has dealt with 2 states, a couple of different entities. We have landed in the right place, but there are a lot of moving parts on this, and he has been a workhorse. Brooks, thank you for all the work that you've done. I know we have work to do, but we also wouldn't be here without your efforts on our behalf. The civic leadership community, I'm not going to say all the names, but, Joe, Tim, David, Kathy, Floyd, George, thank you for your support. Labor, I'm looking straight ahead at Bridget Williams. Not Brenda, but Bridget. I called her Brenda one time, and I've never lived it. Actually, it was actually on live television. No, she's made it. I don't know if Duke or Ralph are here today, but we thank them for the work. And then Stacy Payne. Stacy has been an important part of this process. A lot of due diligence. We had lawyers and advisors, and Stacy knows everything about this place that we're standing in the middle of. So Stacy, thank you for all that you've done to make sure that this deal came together as it did. We actually have some advisors in the room. BDT MSD acted as an advisor in a kind of a unique way for the partnership, even though it hadn't been formed. We had separate lawyers, which obviously, advocating for each of us, but we actually had BDT MSD as an advisor on this transaction for both entities, and Byron Trott's the chairman. He was involved in this. Zach Pack is part of their organization. He's actually from Kansas City. He's here today with his parents, who Marty and I are actually co-chairing an event for the Truman Library tomorrow. So maybe that's why you're in town. But but anyway, Zach, thank you. And Sabrina Gleiser is with their real estate group. She was a really integral part of making sure that, you know, we had the credibility on both sides of that. So I know there's more people to thank, but I appreciate everybody in the room. And Steve, I love the hat and the bow tie, by the way. That's awesome. It's hard not to see you back there. Today is a day and by the way, this is the first day I've seen JJ smile in about a week, you know. This is more about baseball, but baseball is important too. Today is a day that by any definition was an impossible dream. It's also testament to happen when leaders, both public and private, come together with a whatever it takes approach to doing something special, something historic, and something that will change our city forever. This is what great cities do. Finally, it bears repeating. The Royals are staying in Missouri, fulfilling Ewing Kauffman's pledge that the Royals are Kansas City's team. What we will create together, both a stadium and a mixed-use development, will become a world-class ballpark district that will rival any sports development that exists in Major League Baseball, and it will be at least 2/3 privately funded. Today, we open up a new chapter in the history of the Kansas City Royals in a reimagined Crown Center that will be home to the best and most expansive ballpark district in any downtown in America. And Don, we're deeply honored to bring our crown back home to the very place where it was created, here at Hallmark. Destiny appears to have its eyes on us. This is exactly, I mean, I joked about this is how we drew it up. It's not how we drew it up, but this is exactly where we wanted to land in our search for a generational home for the Kansas City Royals. Thank you all. I can't wait to get to work on this. There's lots of work, and we'll get on with the program. You know, I think I've already probably said enough nice things about Don Hall, but I would say one more thing, and that is it's humbling to have earned his confidence and trust on something like this. This is a legacy family asset that I'm just telling you. I mean, Zach and Sabrina can speak to this. This is a rare situation where someone with this type of asset that was so important to his family, that did so much for the city, that you rethought it, and now we're going to bring baseball to the neighborhood and do something great together. For that, I thank you for your confidence and trust. I don't take it for granted, and look forward to doing something great together. So, thank you.